Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage with Pink Girly. Good morning, Gail. Bricolage is a French word for creating with a variety of random things. We're going to kind of do that today, but with fabric fodder. Some of you who may be joining me, maybe not live, but watching the replay, may not be familiar with the term fodder. And it's a term some of us in this crazy art world. Good morning, Leah. Good morning, Angie. It's a term we use for really ephemera bits, little bits of whatever that we can use in our art. The term fodder actually means food, like food for animals, like dry straw, hay, just little bits of, you know, food for cows and sheep and goats. I don't know who coined the phrase fodder in the collage art world, um, but I'm familiar with it. But when I think of fodder, I think of mostly paper goods. Hey, Shaz, good morning. I'm doing okay today. Thanks for asking. That's very sweet. And I continually say good morning to you, and I know it's not morning for you. It's evening, I'm sure. Yeah, my brain doesn't always kick. Shaz, what's the best way for me to chat with you? Is it like through email or Instagram? Like, what do you check most often? Because I need to talk to you about the napkins and shipping. Anywho, let me know what's best. So I mostly think of, when I think of fodder, I think of paper. Hey, good morning, Jasper. So today I want to think about fodder and fabric. And I think sometimes we think about clusters and we put fabric and paper together to make clusters. But I was thinking it might be nice. Oh, good morning, Kimberly. It might be nice to have a container of fabric fodder that when I'm going through and decorating journal pages, I can just go through that. And instead of it just being little bits and snips of fabric, it can be little bits and snips of fabric that I've given a little more thought and put together, either sewn together, stapled, glued, what have you. So, oh, Lori, whatever suits you. I have IG Messenger email. Okay, kid, I'll be in touch. Very good. Thank you so much. So, as I start to work, if you've got questions for me or something you need for me to see, please feel comfortable putting it in caps. I hopped on over. Kimberly's a little frog. Where were you this morning? Were you at Beck's or were you at Murray's? My son called me this morning. Oh my gosh, what a chatty Cathy. I'm like, I gotta go get ready. Thankfully, I did my thumbnail yesterday. So that was done. So that was good. All right. So in this tin, hey, Andrea, good morning. In this tin that I picked up at Goodwill, which I just absolutely love it because I love the shape, number one. See, it's a nice size. And of course, it is French. Defeat. I don't know. Premier Cru de Chocolat. Woo! So this is where I kind of have been storing like special pieces of fabric fodder. So I'm going to be pulling a lot out of that. I also have a little box here with some stamps. I'm going to do some stamping. And over here in my little basket, I've got some more stamps that I think I might like. I've got out some embroidery thread, and I pulled out some plain coffee dyed muslin type fabric. So the first thing I want to do, oh, and I got these little misters. My friend Tim was on a couple of weekends ago, and he was using a little mini mister. So Lorabelle had to have them, you see. So I have black acrylic ink in one. I've in the other. This one has a Tim Holtz product, I think, or a Ranger product. But to me, they're the same. This is a distress stain. This one's a distress stain, Wild Honey. But this is water-based. These are all water-based. And this is a chalkboard color by Tattered Angels called Seven Seas. The thing with the sprays like this, and this is what I find, I don't know if you gals find the same thing, but these sprays, the illusions, the distress sprays, they don't spray very nice for me. They kind of spray clumpy. So I wanted to try these misters because when Timbo used the misters, they sprayed really nice. So Kimberly was hanging with Mary in her room full of goodies, and she's hopped on over. Very good. I don't know. Me too, Jasper. Jasper asks a very good question. Why did Tattered Angels stop making their product? I don't know. I am fortunate to have some older things, that I've had for a while, and then I got some from that one gal I bought a bunch of stuff from. She had tons of it. And so I've got a bunch, which is coolio. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to stamp on some fabric. So I've got here just some little snips of coffee stained fabric, and I'm just going to get rocking and rolling here as people come in. So good morning to everyone. We're getting quite a few in here this morning, which is fabuloso. You're harding what? Yeah. Trying not to use it all up. I mean, I got some colors that I probably wouldn't have bought, but I got them in a lot bundle kind of purchase. So come in, get comfy, and hopefully, now if you've got any ideas, shout them out, and if I can try them, I certainly will. But I thought instead of stopping and stamping, when I start putting some stuff together, it might be a good idea to have some stuff already stamped. So we've got our little Elvis here. I'm going to use that as a cushion, hopefully, to get a halfway decent stamp on some of this fabric. Now let me get a piece of scrap. I did juice up my StazOn. Now I'm going to use my StazOn. There's Kathleen. Kelly. Hi, Kathleen. Good morning. So I did juice this one up, and I juiced up my navy blue last, I guess, Sunday maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. But I want to do smaller bits. My idea is to make some fabric fodder that is to be used on journal pages that are about 5 by 7 in that range. So I don't want anything too huge, and I don't want anything too thick, too terribly thick. Now some I may end up using on a cover, incorporating a cover, and that's fine. So it just depends. I don't really know. And actually, as we continue down this road of fabric fodder. We'll probably come up with other ideas. But the thing that's great about this is that you have a good base. It's all ready. I could pull something out, use it immediately, or I could add to it. Now I'm going to try to stay in the fabric um, boundary, um, but we might stretch it a little and add some buttons. I don't know if I'll add any charms or bling. We might talk about that, but I don't have any particular journal in mind that I'm going to be using these pieces of fodder in. So I want to keep them somewhat neutral. I basically work in those neutral kind of tones, muted colors. I don't usually do too much in the wild and crazy, bright colors. That's just not my thing. Just not my thing. So let's start by pulling out a couple little stamps. Now I pulled out this stamp. I've got a lot of these stamps that Timmy made that looks like, I don't know, is that like a drafting or architect kind of a, so some of those might look cute. So let's see. Let's hear telephone. Ooh, that's super juicy. And I'm using my stays on because that is going to stay on. It's not going to go anywhere once I stamp it. Right? I'm going upside down. Okay, Leah says Tattered Angels is still available. Well, that's good to know. I have not seen any recently, but I haven't really. I looked quite a while ago, but I haven't looked recently. Now I'm stamping off on a piece of scrap paper because I want to get a fairly good image, I think. Now I can tear these, of course, and use them in little pieces, but I might want to use a whole piece. So if you take your time, you can stamp on fabric and get it, to turn out fairly well. Don't know if you have any experience with that. Now the lettering, that might be a little trickier, a little dicier. So I'm just loading up this piece of scrap fabric that I've coffee stained. I think my husband's vacuuming. I thought he said he was going to go run some errands, but I guess he stopped to vacuum. He's a good old boy, that guy. Google says Tattered Angels is open in Springdale. Gail asks, are they producing new product? You heard it first right here on Bricolage with Paint Girly. All right, let's see. What else can I fit? Let's get this. He's kind of large, isn't he? Isn't he? Let's do a bug. Let's do a frog. Let's put a frog here. Let's put a frog over there. Frog her up. Who doesn't love a little frog? And then I have these little words and such that were on this one Timmy thing. Now, I may not use all of these today, but that's okay. Then I'll have them, right? Isn't it? Kimberly's got her little frog a hopping. So the first thing I thought of when I was thinking about doing fodder was hello mother, hello fodder. Here I am in Camp Granada. What was the guy's name that sang that? Somebody Sherman? Aw, Andrea, I'm sorry to hear that. That's always tough. Okay, I'm not getting the bottom of that. Why is that? You're not pushing it right. We'll be thinking about you, Flo, and your friend's family. I'm not pushing that down correctly. Well, I can still use that little bit, I think. All right, now let's get a little bigger piece. Now, I did iron this vintage napkin here, but I didn't iron my, this stuff here, muslin, my stained muslin. Now, let's see. I'm just going to stamp this one, see what we get. So it doesn't all have to be perfect. Sometimes it looks kind of cool if it's not super perfect. And that one really came out light. Okay. But see, I can use those bits. I've got a ticket. I've got I've got a ticket to ride. Doot, 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 doot. She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. Let's do 2 of these. One says filed, one says it's just got a bunch of numbers. This looks super juicy. That one looks a little too juicy. That one's upside down. That's okay. I can tear those out. Okay, let's see what else I got here that I want to use. I think I might want to use bits of this alphabet. Let's see if I can get this on here. Now I'm going to stamp also on this hanky. It's got beautiful, I guess embroidered, I think it's machine embroidered corners. It's probably a little older. I don't think it's worth anything. But if you have any stained linens and you love bits of it and you're not sure what to do with it, whack it up. Thank you, Kimberly. I just put these on last night. I would call them gunmetal, but they give them different ladies' names. I forget what this one's called. But I do like the longer ones, I've come to find out, but I'm trying to use up the ones that I have that are this shorter length. I've got a couple coming I'm very excited about. I'm hoping to get them next week. My sister has them. Halloween. I've got the spider webs, purple and black coming. Woo! And green tipped. Hey, there's Devin. Good morning, Devin. How you doing? Devin, we're going to make some fabric fodder. Fabric fodder. I love this little circle. Wow, I think I overjuiced my pad, my ink pad. Oh, that's darling. I might need a couple of those. I mean the stamp. I don't mean what I'm doing. I mean the stamp is darling. Now, the last time that we were together, I was looking at some fabric that I had gotten from Katie's Tribe of Five, and it was an old quilt. And Ange had mentioned, Ange, what did you say it was called where they stitch it together with yarn? A yarn something? So I might do something like that too. So this is my hanky, and it's got these delicious corners, which I want to be able to use in my fodder, my fabric fodder. But I'm going to go ahead and see if this will tear. You know, sometimes we pick up some of these things, you buy them in a sale, and, you know, I never buy mine to use in my home. I buy them to use in my journals. So, but some of them, I just have a hard time, you know, tearing them. So if I can find rat-a-tat ones, it's even better for me, you know, because then I don't have to feel guilt about tearing it apart or using it. Um, but sometimes there's some stain you want to try to work around. Don't throw all that jazz out. See if you can stamp on it. Tacking. Thanks, Ange. Tacking it with yarn. Ange said they did years ago, the different layers of like fabrics that were maybe worn out or from several different things. And they would stitch them together with yarn or whatever they had left and kind of just tack it. Tack it. I'm thinking about putting a stitch through it and just tying it. I don't know if that's the traditional. I've got some other stamps over here too. Some of these on the little blocks, like this little black bird. Here we go. So I'm going to use this hanky. I've got this really cute little edge here. So let's take advantage of that and put a little stamperoonie there and some little hearts. So this is giving us quite a bit here to work with. Oh, they didn't come out so good. All right, let's try again. Try not to mash them. That's a little better. I might be able to, I might get away with that. Let's see, let's put some of that on here. I think I need to clean up my, oh, it's got little tiny, I think that's the way the stamp is. All right, what else do I have here? I don't want to necessarily get into Christmas and snowmen and all that jazz. Oh, look, here's a little beehive. How sweet is that? Let's get that onto something. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, that's adorbs, huh? Look. We're just getting little bits of extra stuff that I can include on me fodder. All right. And I could do strips. I can do probably not circles because they don't cut so good. Probably mostly tear. Here's one. I love this word always. And it's Stampin' Up. I have this, I think, in a larger version, but this is the mini one. And it stamps really nicely most times. You could stamp on a ribbon, right? Whatever you might have. Well, and it doesn't have to be, oh, yeah, Elvis is my, what did they call them? My mouse pad. All right, so let's say that's enough of that for right now. We're going to put Elvis aside. I'm going to put my stamps back in my little bowl here. Now, I purchased this at the market a long time ago. This looks yummy. So this looks like something that I could use today. It's cloth ribbon. It's got little butterflies. Yep, you could follow the word and stitch it. It's kind of small for me, but yes. Okay, so let's move these stamps over there, over there. Now we could do strips. We can do, and I'm not so much thinking about color as I am just starting to work with some of the fabric that I have. And I do have my iron right here if I feel like I should need to have my iron. Now this, I forget what I got this, see, but it's got Velcro on the ends. So I don't know if it was a blanket, but it says Simply Natural. See, I love that. I'm going to cut a piece of that. And I've definitely got some trim. I just am looking for something. I have no idea what I'm doing, dear friends. No idea at all. And I think as I get going, they're going to look better. Teensy weensy bits of stuff, yeah. All right, so here is, now if you got any ideas, shout them out. See if I can understand what you're telling me. So I've got that. And here's some plain muslin type stuff. Oh my gosh, I love this. I have no idea where I got this. Look how yummy this is. This is tatted on the edge of, I guess it was maybe a pillowcase or something. Yeah, these are all my better bits. I have 2 tubs of, somebody made me this. Look how cute that is. And that's all just stitched on there. I've got some leather. Oh, look here. This is a piece of a sheet or something. See, now I've got this burgundy, and this is a burgundy color. So let's get a little snippet of this. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny. See, I can't throw any of this jazz away. That's my problem. And my other problem is not being able to tear stuff apart. I don't need it that big, so I might have to go get something to eat. I had some yogurt thinking that would be good, but now I think it's making me a little more hungry than. That's a little too large, I think. Where's some of this? Looking for some kind of smaller little bit. Oh, don't you hate when you can't find the end? Teresa Spitfire. Hello, hello. So let me add this little bit. Now I've got my fabric tack sitting here handy. So I'm gonna, and of course I've got some cheesecloth. Oh, look at these. Just a big wad of thread. That's an idea too, isn't it? Oh, look at this yummy pink lace. Yum, 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 yum. This is Christmas. Oh, look at these. See, we're going to build something on one of those. Yes. Yes, please. Now, this is not this is not everything Lori has. Of course, it is not. I've got 2 great big clear see-through tubs. Gosh, it's been several years now that I was in Beth Schuler's stream, and she was digging for something, and she recommended putting your bits in a clear container. Yes, go eat. We'll just dig through. Oh no. Oh no. Can't be leaving it. Oh, look at that. That goes. That says that little snip says airmail. Let's grab that. Now, of course, I could glue this all down. Hey, Pam, good morning. I could glue this all down on a piece of cardstock or something, but my idea for today is just to use fabric fodder. Okay, so now I've got my base, and let me just start by using my Fabri-Tac. A little dab of this and a little dab of that. And I might want to cut this a little more, I think. And the idea goes back to, what Calico Kate has shared with us on her channel and some other channels, having a supply of things you can use already prepared. Now I don't see what side I put the stinking glue on. Oh, maybe it didn't get on there. Now this piece of ribbon's kind of big. I have no idea what that word is either. I don't even know if I could pronounce it. I tell my son I'm streaming. I tell everyone I'm streaming, and they still ring my phone. I apologize, but I'm not an editor. Oh my gosh, I tried. If anybody's been on my channel, I put up a walkthrough of my Halloween journal that's in my Etsy shop, right? It took me all morning to try to figure out, and I'm using Adobe, so I had a tool to figure out how to get music. First of all, to pick out music that, worked well with it. This little airmail, I want to be able to see that. Oh my gosh, it was just, and you can, and you go on my channel, it comes right up. I have it as a featured thing. I put it up anyway. I was so frustrated. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say that. I thought it was terrible, but I was so frustrated at that point. I just wanted to get it done. Okay, we're going to say, now I'm going to keep all these little bits of fodder in one container. They might just go in this container. See this string? I'm going to leave that string on there. Now I could certainly add a button, and I may, or a bead. I just might. I know editing takes so much time, and especially when you don't really know what you're doing and you're frustrated. Oh my goodness. And I just didn't know where to go for help. Okay, so this is a piece of Tim Holtz that I had left over from last week. So let's take a chunk of that. All right. And let's take one of these gorgeous little doodads, whatever we call this. Oh, thank you, Leah. I'm trying to do more. Some people like Devin and Kathy Cal, they're really good at putting little videos their videos together, like, their little intro, and you've got the little music, you got the music playing. Oh my lord. This one's a little wrinkly. That might be hard. I do have my iron there, but let's get one that's kind of flat. Kind of flat. Now, it doesn't have to be loaded up with a bunch of stuff either. Oh, thank you, Devin. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Oh boy. Like, especially for my videos, I'd like to have a nice little, I don't know. I don't even know what an end card is. I read about end cards, and I guess that's where you give your information at the end of a video. But like, it would be nice to have a little introduction and have some music for my standalone videos. Ay, 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 ay. Where's that little strip here? All right, so I don't want to cover up all of this really cuteness. Look how cute I mean, that's adorable. Lori, I have beautiful sentimental clothing from when my kids were babies, and I keep meaning to make memory quilts, but these little bits with buttons from the outfits would be a sweet way. Absolutely, Jasper. What a fabulous idea. I've been bugging Janine Anderson. Hello. Am I saying Janine right? I don't know that we've met. If we haven't, I forget. I apologize. But hello, hello, and welcome, welcome. How nice to see you. Um, I've been bugging my daughter for years. Save me a little t-shirt, save me something. What a great idea. You could especially add those kind of bits to, a personal journal that you're keeping for yourself, or you might have one dedicated just to family. Oh, what a lovely idea. Okay, so this guy's really kind of cute, right? So I don't want to cover up everything. So I might just let's just see how this looks. Let's put that. And I know in here I have a little bit of my favorite thing. Rum bum 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 ba rum bum 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 ba rum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum. I have a bin of buttons. I know. I even thought like a little throw or something that I could make for my grandkids. Like say this was made, even if you never use it, this was made with shirts you wore when you were little. Come on, right? I don't think I have a tremendous amount. I mean, I've got buttons coming out me. Both ears and my nose, if I'm honest. That might be a little, I don't know. Do you think that's too large? But I like that. See, that's got the Arc of Triomphe on there, on that bouton. I like that. Let's see. I know I saw something that looked old in here. I'm still trying. I have to get a hold of her again. Trying to get Caroline. We're trying to work. She's working through some things, and my life has just been crazy. And just when you think things are settling down, they don't. See, like all that, I don't want to take that thread out because that's old-timey thread. Wee, wee, wee. Afro Sinistal Sister. Sister, hello. Do you go to Dee Dee Willingham's uh channel? Are you Dee Dee's sister? How lovely to see you here. Very nice. Come in, get comfy. Okay, so I'm looking for an old button. This is kind of old looking. Yes. Welcome. Nice to see you. Okay. I think I might like that one better. Okay. I like it more better. Now I have a needle with some thread in it here. This one I'm going to stitch on because of the button. See, I've said this before. I am fortunate in having um, really a metal shelving unit in the corner of my space here. And I've got all kinds of magnets sitting there. And I think I just loosened my fingernail. Oh, it's just such a weird feeling when they get loose. I don't want it to pop off while I'm streaming though. Let me use my I'm trying to there we go. All right, so let me just do a couple little stitches. She even has her own Barbie. Who has their own? I know Dee Dee does. Who else has their Barbie? You're dressing up Barbies? You crocheted a set? I got the wrong glasses on for stitching buttons, girls. Oh my goodness. I gotta check my nail. Sometimes I rush and put my nails on and I don't pay attention. I probably didn't get my thumbnail on real good. All right, so I'm just putting a couple of stitches in here. I think this needle's rather dull. I think I popped, yeah, my nail's real loose. Oh, I don't want it to come off. Where do I have? Oh, I have extra glue. I wonder if I can get my glue in there. See, I'm all worried about my nail. See, and that's just enough, right? Now, when I want to go to use that in a journal or in a cover, I could always add to it if I want. But see that's a good one. All right, so now let me just okay, time out. I want to see if I can get a little glue. Dee Dee has a Barbie she calls it. Oh, she does? Okay. She tried to marry her off, but the real sister vetoed it. All right, sister. Okay, look, I'm taking a time out here. These are all my nails that I haven't put away. This is my nail glue. I'm going to see if I can get my some glue up under my thumb my thumb here so I don't lose my nail during a stream. I'm just supposed to count to 40. You still have your Malibu Barbies? Mm. I had fun with my neighbor, Shirley. We were kids, of course, and she had an aunt who I think she knitted outfits for her Barbie, Shirley's Barbie. Oh my gosh, the clothes she had were to die for. They were to die for. And she would come over in our basement and we would play for hours with our Barbies. But that was the only time I really enjoyed Barbies. My daughter was not into Barbies. She had them, I think probably if she still has them, they're still all in the boxes. She probably got rid of them. Um, my granddaughter wanted a Barbie a couple years ago for Christmas, which of course she got, but I don't think she's more into the stuffed animals and pets. You know those puffy pillows that the kids have, squishies or something? That's what my granddaughter's into, those things. And my daughter said when they play, like if they play house, my granddaughter and my grandson, they're never people. They're like animals. They get, they get their animals out. Yeah, my daughter was more of a baby doll as my granddaughter and American Girl. My daughter liked her American Girl. But my daughter was more she liked to write and tell stories and pretend she was a teacher, and she is now a teacher. Okay, so let's find another Coolio. Let's do something with one of these. Now this I don't know that I want it to be that be square, a big square like that. Maybe I could cut that or tack that down. Just want to make sure my thumbnail's on really good. My sister Nancy was into Holly Hobbies. In fact, we were just cleaning out some of my mom's stuff because we're in the process of selling her home to my niece, and so we got to get everything out. And we found some stuff in the attic that, gosh, was still belonged to us girls. I found my school sweater. I didn't have a letter because I wasn't an athlete. I was in the drill team, but I think I have a letter somewhere, just never got on my sweater. You have to see this. You have to see how grungy this. Okay, so now I cut away these pieces, but I'm going to save those because they look yummy. Do they not? Do they not? Can you see what I'm doing? All right, so I'm not crazy about this end. So whack that off. Now let's see what we have. Now I don't want to cover up. Oh, that's the right side. I don't want to cover up all that yumminess either, right? Maybe I'll fold this. Maybe I'll fold it this way. Somewhere, I think the Barbies that I had would probably be worth something, but I think they were pitched a long time ago. Hey Tina, good morning. She had like I had the one that had the wigs. I know I had the one with the wigs. And I had one with the blonde flippy hair. I'm old. I'm old, kids. Be old. Okay, so that's kind of cute in itself, right? Just like that. Now, maybe if we put a little piece of different kind of lace on the top here. Okay, see now this is probably a little ridiculous. Look at that little tiny sliver of stuff I saved. That's silliness. Silly, silly, silly. Now I can't find the end again. It would like that. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, let's make that a little. I can always trim. Thank you, Tina. So let's finish off that edge a little bit. Let's see. Now I keep getting like little boogers from my. Just going to add a little bit of Fabri-Tac here, so just enough to grab the edge of that piece of lace. Okay, now the Fabri-Tac, comes through because it's porous. All right, let's see what we have in here. I'm still looking for that old button. Some of them just look like, like somebody's old tooth. it's just like yesterday, I had lunch with my Aunt Mary. It was her birthday, says Tina. She turned 91. Oh, God bless her. That's why I had to miss Dee Dee's stream. Oh, what a nice time for your aunt to have lunch with you on her special day. Oh, I know it's in there. This is where I drive. Oh, well, there it is. Kind of looks like old teeth. That's a little too big for that one, I'm thinking. That's plastic. Hmm, that might work. Just seeing what all I have in here. This is just the tip of the iceberg, if I'm honest, with the buttons. Oh, here's a cloth button. I stamped on that. Don't forget, you can stamp on your buttons. There's a little tinier. Maybe a little color would be nice. Oh, you're getting the willies. Okay, sorry. Hey, Susan. Good morning. Let's see. Tina says she has the onset. I know. My mom is the same. My mom's dementia seems to be progressing rather quickly, though, since we've put her in memory care unit. I don't know. But I know we're very thankful that she oh, that little heart looks cute, that she still recognizes us. And she seems to remember, things from a long, long time ago. It's for my mom, it's her short term. Short term, that's a struggle. All right, so what do you think if I put a little, um, just a little button like that? Let's find a little pinky thread. Did I pull out pinky? I don't think I did. Let's see, I've got pink over here. See, I've got everything clipped to this metal shelf, which is just marvelous. I mean, I can really even hang a pair of scissors, which is coolio. This is a different pink, but we're gonna say, oh, that works. That's what we're gonna say. Oh, that works. Now I want to also remember to use some of the things that I stamped earlier. So I want to get my thread long enough. Now, of course, you like the little button? Yeah, that's just got that years ago, I think, from Michael's or something, and a whole little bag of them, I guess. But they're very sweet little buttons. All right, now the thing is to find a needle that I can see to thread. That one's way too little. It's way too little. I should have pulled out a oh heavens to Murgatroyd. Yeah, it's not gonna go in there. Hello. I don't think so. Let's try this one. This one's more better, I think. And when you got the wrong glasses on. Okay. I just have to switch my glasses for a minute here. I got it. I got it. I got it. That's quite a feat for an old gal. So if you're just joining in or you're sitting in the background just wondering what's going on, I'm making today fabric fodder. It's just really little snippets of, for me, fabrics that I really like that I hold on to. I mean, I've got big tubs and you never know what you're going to need or what your likes or your project where it's going to take you. But in this one little bin, I try to keep different fabrics that I find are very attractive to me. And they really don't have any sentimental value, like Jasper was saying, you know, pieces of clothing that your kids wore, little buttons from their outfits. That's a darling idea. Devin said she bought some of those needles that are easy to thread. She hadn't used them yet, but it's a great idea. Yeah. I think I have some where it's just like a slot and you can I still can't get them to work either. So I might leave this long and then see how I'm gonna use it and maybe trim that later, but I think I'm gonna leave that just like it is. I think that's enough for me. And like I said, I can always add. Okay, so now let's see what else I have in here. Oh, I love that ribbon. Let's try, here's the darker piece. Let's use that for a base. And let's get some other jazzmatazz going. Oh, okay, great. Thanks, Evan. There's Jasper's YouTube channel. All right, so this is a little bit of a floral look to it. So let's get that down. What else do I have in here that will work? I was thinking about maybe a clump of those threads. Does anyone ever use a clump of threads? Just going to use those, I think. I think. Oh, that's okay, Kimberly. Moms come first. Let's see, where's that stuff I stamped on? Let's see. The little bird's nest might look kind of cute because I've got those threads. Let's see how that looks. So we started to get we put our mom in a memory care unit, and we started, oh, I tore right into that. That's okay. Started to get her physical therapy and some occupational therapy. And my youngest sister's been lamenting because mom never answers her phone. Well, mom forgets that her phone's a phone, number one. Mom doesn't hear well, so she never hears the phone. Number two, well, here there's a way you can make the phone, at least my mom's phone, flash. Occupational therapy showed that to my sister. So now mom doesn't have to hear it. If we want to call her, her phone will flash. She's got a better chance of seeing it flash than hearing it ring. Isn't that cool? We had no idea. Now I want to remember to try to keep these a little flatter So I was thinking this button would look really cool on there, but unless I'm putting this on a front cover, I may not wanna put a little chubby button like that. I know, right? We had no idea. Okay, so maybe one of the words I had stamped out. Let's see what else we got here. His phone may flash, Gail. You should, check it out. Maybe it's capable of flashing. I mean, we had no clue. There's that little word always. Mm, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling that, girl. Oh, you know what I have? See, look at this. See that little bit? That little bit of embroidered? Yeah, I like that chubby button too, but I think it might be a little much for this one. Let's just see if I snip this down. This might be too much too. Yeah, I'm not liking that. I think I do need a button. Maybe just something smaller than my new screen name, chubby button. And that would be a very cute name. I have such a mess here. Can you even see what I'm doing? For goodness sakes, I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. Can you even, is that any better? I mean, I heard, oh, that's kind of cool. That's a metal button, but it's thin and it's lightweight. I've been watching the Midsummer Murders, and oh my gosh, I hum that song all day long. I'm so addicted. I don't know what. Look at that one. It looks like, can't say it. Ooh, ooh. I think I like it. I think I like it. I think I like it. Okay, maybe we do that. And just for something different, let's staple this. Ugh, Ange, I don't know. I get work and then the hungrier I get, right? So I just have my tiny attacher. Oh yeah, Robin's blue egg on the nest. That would be great. I don't have any of that sitting right here. I could go digging. I could go digging. Oh, here, this is a darker blue. I don't know. Do you like the darker blue or this? Or should I get out an alcohol marker and color that old timey? What do you think? I could do both buttons. Tina says, I ordered some wooden buttons off of Temu. They turned out to be super cute. They're really wooden and look to be hand painted. They were super cheap too, but it does take 2 weeks to get the order. Mhm. Susan doesn't like either one. Jasper is okay with it. Kimberly likes it. Hmm. Susan, what would you prefer? Both is better. Yeah, I'm kinda liking both. Alright, so let's see what I have in the way of thread. I have some green here. Let's, ooh, with a sword. It's on a sword. Let's switch it up and do green. Yeah, the question was, which button do you like, Gail? One versus the other, or maybe both. So I think I'm gonna do both. Now you don't have to sew buttons, you can just put your thread through, and if you want, you can put your knot on the top and bury it. So I'm going to put this old looking button on here. Yeah, Deb mentioned the blue for the robin's egg, and that's a great idea. But I wonder how it would look if I took a little bit of has anybody ever used the, distress crayons on fabric? There's a question. Alright, so I'm putting that on, and I'm using the green because, I can, and because there's a little bit of green here. I'm gonna even use the green in this blue button. Now, I could always put the thread through without sewing and then just glue these buttons on, but I have this, available right here, right now, so I'm just doing it. Let's try a little bit of that distress crayon. And I'm not, hey, Carol, hello, good morning. I'm not worrying about these being stitched on too terribly well because they're going to get glued down at some point, right? On some kind of a project. Okay, let's see what I have. I know I have Robin's Egg Blue, I think. Broken China, Salvaged Patina, Tumbled Glass. I thought I had a speckled egg. Not that it matters. Doesn't matter. Speckled egg. Let's try that. Being it's eggs. Let's just give it a go, shall we? Okay, here we go. Speckled egg. I apologize for the debris, but at least some of it covers up my lighting issue here. Let's scribble a little bit on my surface here. This doesn't have much color. I'm gonna have to maybe use a different color. Let's just say, yeah, that's not really doing anything. It's so light. I want it darker than that. So let's go ahead and use the broken china. Scribble, scribble. Tina, that was jumbled. Sorry. You used you be used somebody used Caran d'Ache crayons on linen fabrics. There you go, Ange. True dat. True dat. Oh, that looks cute, guys. if I do say so myself. And let's just get rid of that. And of course, that's wet. I could hit it with my heat gun. Yeah, that turned out okay. That's all right. All right, let's add that to the pal. Let's add that to the pal. All right, let's try. I want to use those spritzers. Let's see. So let's get a strip of this. Let's just see what these do. And we could try a piece of that too. Now, I don't want to get it, I don't want to spritz it all over everything. So I've got to think about this. I want to cover up I don't want my fabrics. So here's a couple of little snippets. Because what I was saying earlier, if you weren't here, what I was saying was these sprays, a lot of times, the Delusions, and there's all different brands, Lindy, um, Distress, all of them in this kind of a container. For me, when I spray them, they don't look nice. They don't spray nice. These kind of splat and drip and bleh. And I'm not looking for that all the time. Like if I'm going to spray it on my gel plate and mess around with it, that's one thing. But I don't always want to do that. Like I don't want to ruin that envelope. This I don't care about. So I'm going to put that down, and then let me take because I don't know how these are going. These may not even work. I'm just going to cover that. Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from Temu. That's just a personal thing. Yeah, I've tried that too, Devin. Yeah, especially on my gel plate. So I bought these little misters because my pal Tim used them. So in this one I have, if I remember, oh, this is black, black, this is black. Come on, Lori, you can do it. You can do it. Black acrylic ink. I don't know why I did black. Ooh. So that's a little bit better of a spray. Where's I'm trying to get in the habit of wiping my nozzle. This is chalkboard. Look. Oh, and I pick up lace. Are you kidding me, Lori? Struggle, struggle, struggle. This is a chalkboard something or other, and I really liked it. Let's see if I still like it. It's much finer than what I get when I spray those bigger bottles. So that's nice. I also put my water-based wild honey distress stain. They call it stain. And it's quite intense. See which one that is. Oh, I always loved when my dogs snored. This is coffee. This is the wild honey. Oh, I like that. It's kind of cool. Now, I'm not sure the coffee's going to do much, but let's have a go. I'm going to put that little piece down, and then let's get another piece of this. So I got these little misters on Amazon, I think for like $5 or $6, and I got 10 of them. See, and then I could do it a couple of times. So that's the coffee. It's not, I didn't make it super strong. Oh, I've flipped my lid. There we go. Hi, Ann. How are you this morning? Is it morning where you are? If not, good day. All right, let's try. Now I'm going back to the coffee sprayed, and I'm adding a little bit of the, oh, that's cool, the wild honey. And it even looks great on your hand. Da 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 da. Looks great on your hand. Now, you could also do, when you're thinking about fabric fodder. So I dyed my hair purple. So now my head looks like an Oompa Loompa, and my hand looks like, I don't know what, a banana. Oompa Loompa banana style. Let's get my heat gun. You can make snippets, right? Oh, didn't mean to spray me, and let's dry these a little bit. That one's lovely, really. I like that one. If it's sprayed the wrong side, it doesn't matter. Yes, my hair is purple. I love it. I'd show you, but I didn't wash it this morning yet. So I've also have a light purple. Like the top part is just, hey, there's Sandra. Good morning, Sandra. The top part is just like foiled, and I have other purple stuff I can wash in, but the bottom parts are real deep purple. Oh my gosh, I love it. I said to my neighbor, as long as I don't look like an Oompa Loompa, I'm good. She had no idea. She's 94. She had no idea what I was talking about. Oompa Loompa. There's an idea, Carol. Bona fide Oompa Loompa. Oompa Loompa. Yeah, and I got it cut, so it's not it's shorter, so I can't drag it in front of my. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do it. It needs to be washed. Can you see? I mean, it's purple. I've been wanting to do it for most of my life. I have a crazy color hair, and I did it at 70. Christine G. Christine G. Good morning. Okay, let's do one of these. So let's do more of a strip. And I could really, I like to wrap fabric around the edge of my pages. You can see it. Yeah, she did the whole underneath and just the top layer. It's just a regular foil, but she foiled it and then added purple, so it's dark purple and then like a lighter, but it's very intense, and I love it. I still don't know that my husband realizes it's purple, but that's okay. Hey, let's get this little bee. I don't think I did these today. I must have done this another day. Okay, so I've got a little bee. Look how cute that turned out. A little piece of fabric, say from like a sheet. Maybe I should spritz this one, huh? So we can kind of get it all working, get it working together. My husband, I expected him to say, purple? You did purple? And all he said was, looks nice. So I'm thinking he doesn't realize it's purple. He probably thinks it's just like a dark color. He's a strange one, the old man. He's a strange one. All right, so I put a little bit of that wild honey. And look, I've got wild honey sitting here. Let's sop that up with another piece of fabric. Let's not let anything go to waste, shall we? All right, so I've got this lovely blue. Yeah, I'd be getting me a new hairdresser, Gail. I'm just saying, that's just me. It's my hair. I'm 70. If I want to do it, I want to be able to do it. Oh, this piece of lace might look heavenly. Let's run that the length. All right, so we're just building another piece of fodder. This we sprayed. So let's do that. And we've got a little bee. We can add this little bee on. Lovely. Our little, where did we put that? I know I cut out one of those. This is what happens when you know you're messy. Then you can't find what you're looking for. See, I have one of these cut out. That's a little too dark. Look, here's some fuzzy. We can make it really textured. This is some kind of wool. Like yarn kind of stuff. Let's pull that out. This is really cool. This is I colored this, I think, with my glazes that I have. Maybe that's just a little too wild. Wild thing. And make my heart sing. Do, 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 do. You make everything. I guess is that a fly? That might be a fly. Groovy. Do, 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 do. I never know for sure. Do, do, do. Here's some Batiste. That might be a little, the coloring might be a little off. Ooh, look at this. Yes, please. Ooh, can you see that? That's a little sparkly. I might staple that down so it stays where it be. for sure. Okay, so we've got that little netting with some glitter and some little bits of, I don't know what you call them. They're not sequins. I don't know if I want that on there. Just kind of laying this out to see what I want to add. I really would like to find that thing. I could cut out another one, but I'm running out. Oh, look, here's that's a ribbon. It's a ribbon rose. There's a burgundy one. This is kind of, oh, look at this. This is kind of cool. This is in fabric. This was paper that I think I glued to fabric, and then I stamped on it and put a copper embossing powder on it. Really cool. I love that. All right, I just found this little flower. So this guy you can't really see. Let's switch him around. Let's hang him off there. Do, 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 do. Let's tuck this. Any ideas of what else I could add here? I could add a little button or a gem. They're like a flat back. Where are they? Where do I have those? Somewhere right here. I know I have them. Did I bring? Oh my gosh, I didn't even bring myself out a drink. Oh, I got so distracted with my son. All right, let's glue this stuff down. And then I think I have, like, I know I have these, but I don't know if I want, well, pearl might look nice. Bye, Z. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Have a good day. I'm not sure I want that piece on there. Really, or do I even want that on there? I'm conflicted. I kind of like it like that. Oh, that kind of looks sweet, doesn't it? Sometimes less is more. Now, I could stitch this, right? I mean, my sewing machine's right here and set up, but I've got rust-colored thread in it, so I don't think I'm going to do that. But I think under different circumstances, I would definitely stitch this on. I'm just trying to put a little bit of the Fabri-Tac on so it doesn't get all thick and boogery. Maybe it's the way I talk. A lot of people don't come to my channel thick thick and boogery may not be the right thing to say. Oh dear. Oh dear. Brenda. Brenda said she's listening and trying to back Reba chat. Kept she gave up. I didn't catch hair color several times. Oh, she's trying. I missed what you said. Scrolling too fast. I wish my hair would be white. I've said that before. My mother's got beautiful white hair. My sister Nancy, she gets still getting hers made brown. She's got apparently beautiful white hair. I have an accent? Oh, Tina, you've made my day. All right, maybe I'll use a little bit of hot glue to get that little doodad in the center. I told the story when we were in England for my bonus son's wedding. Mom was, oh gosh, what was she then? About 86 maybe? Somewhere around there. And so she couldn't do a lot of stuff, and I don't really walk that great. I did better then than I do now. So a bunch of them all went into the city, into England. I have lots of accents, yeah. But I mean, I think she's talking about the real me. Um, so Mom and I, we were staying in a town called Warwick. And so we called a taxi and we went to, no, do we call it a taxi or do we have a car? We might have had a car now that I'm thinking on it. Anyway, so we went to a mall called Bromley. And we went into a couple of shops and they were getting ready to close. And I saw a couple of bags there that I wanted to look at. And the girls were sweeping the floor and they said, "Oh, take your time, we got to sweep the floor and clean up." In England? No, I didn't know about the Warwick Castle. I guess I didn't do enough research. Hmm, that's sad. And they're sweeping up, and I said something, and the one girl said, "Where are you from?" And the other girl sweeping said, I know where she's from." Of course, she had the English accent. And I said, "You do?" And she said, "Yes, it's your accent." I said, "I have an accent?" She said, "Yes, you're from Philly." I said, "Whoa." Yeah, bad back. You got that right. I do better with a little, like, shopping cart or like a walker, but my back pains me quite a bit. All right, so this is it's like a little medieval village with exhibitions and little shows. I'm pretty sure it's in Warwick. You could be right. I don't know. We were in a neighborhood. We stayed in a neighborhood. And Gary and Tanya came before their wedding, and Mom and I went with them to the pub and had dinner. Everybody else went to the city, went into London on the train. All right, so that's another one. What are we looking at? 11:30. 11:30. All right, what else did I want to do? I didn't really use any of those. Let's use a bit of this. Oh, Ange, I would love to hear you talk. You probably have a real sweet southern accent, right? Our little Ange. All right, let's take a little snippet. See, don't throw any of this jazz away. This I think came wrapped around some kind of little blanket or something. And I loved it because it says simply natural. So let's take a snippet of that. That's a pretty good snippet. Let's color that up a little bit here. Look, we could really do, boy, that's really bold, huh? Ah, Jasper, very good point. Yeah. She makes a very good observation. All right, let's cut. I'm so dyslexic with this. So I want it to be, so I gotta cut it this way. Wah, wah, wah. You will stay where I want you to stay. I could do just a little stitch in there too, right? Oh, let's do that stitch like Ange was saying. What do I have? I want something a little bigger, a little bolder. I don't know that I can pull that through. Boy, wouldn't that be fun? I don't know that I could. Costco, you're going to stream from Costco. That is already finished. Somebody made that for me. I don't remember who. Maybe an accent color. I'm getting a little too fiddly, I think. I was thinking about a piece of oh, let's just do green because it's right here. I'm just gonna throw a stitch in here. Bye, Lori. Loving your bricolaging. Bye, Devin. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I know you're a very busy girl. Do you have a personalized stamp? You could stamp the back and sell them. No, I don't have a personalized stamp. You think people would buy these? I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting people going to my Etsy shop. Look, I don't know if this is how they did it. Ange said tack. I'm not sure I know how to tack. And what's that other word instead of tack? Susan Taylor Brown uses the word, I don't know, couching or something. Is that like tacking? But you leave the threads longer. See? And maybe use something a little stiffer because maybe they're supposed to stand up a little bit. What does Brenda say? Brenda says, my normal talking voice is a Southern accent. As an army brat, I moved a lot and copied the accents of people around me. I did it. Thanks, Ange. Couching, Gail says, well, sort of the same, Lori, but couching is purposefully stitching over another thread. Oh, okay. Thanks, Gail. Yeah, I mean, my future daughter-in-law just heard my bonus son's voice the other day because there's a video he sent me when the baby was born. And she said, "Oh my gosh, I love his voice." I said, "Yeah, you and and a million other women. Okay, so here's where we sprayed the yellow, the wild honey. So let's do this. Let's just do this raggedy rag like this. Let's fold that. Let's put this little bug here. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a bee, not a fly. I don't know. I don't know. I've lost control. Basting is usually yeah, that's what I would think, but, I don't really know. Tacking is just making a stitch or 2 to hold 2 things together. Gotcha. Okay. And couching is over other threads, I guess, with purpose, right? Let's do this, and then where's that little, is Barbie here? Hi, Barbie. Nice to see you. Alright, let's see. Where do I have the, so once you get all this stuff out, you could go on for days doing this, right? Now this is darker because I have it on the, muslin. Jasper, you're very encouraging. Thank you. You think so? I do love to sell things. So what is bricolage? Bricolage, I just love things that are French. So it's a French word that means creating with a random, a variety of random things. Like, so whatever you got laying around, you know, crap. Le crap is bricolage. I have it written down somewhere. I don't know where. Let's see, where's my phone? I'll read it to you. Let's see. Definition of bricolage. In art or literature, construction or creation from a diverse range of available things. The chaotic bricolage of the novel is brought together in an undefined gesture. And the other reason I liked it, because if you look at it, Bree, my son's name is Brian, Bri. Cole, Col, is my daughter Colleen. La, age. Where did I think there was something else that hit me when I picked out the word? But it's got my 2 kids' first 3 letters in it. I know, I'm a weirdo. What can I tell you? But I'm a very happy weirdo. I'm a happy weirdo. Okay, so let's see, what do we got down here? So we've got this. Did I use that simple? I kind of like that again. All right, so we've got this little bugaboo. And then I was ripping this. I'm ripping this little. It sounds, yes, much more impressive than random. Random crap. Okay, I think this one needs a little bit of cheesecloth. So let's add that in. Somewhere I have, oh, wonder where they are. No, maybe they're not bees. They might be flies. Some kind of a little, brad. I had a couple little things of brads here. Maybe I need another bigger, longer. Look how cool this is. A friend made this and had it on a jar that had twinkle lights down in the jar. and I pulled it off. And I don't know where the jar is anymore. Oh, here's a piece of cantha, right? Several layers just with that loose stitch. Maybe we need a chunk. Oh, yes, girls. Let's have a chunk of that underneath. Let's have a chunka. Let's hang that down a little bit lower. Let's get my... When your fingers get rough, your cheesecloth all kind of sticks to your fingers. Would you like it? Okay, let's see. Let's see what kind of a bouton. Ooh, this is a really big button here. See, there's... Oh, look at that. See, there's probably a reason why these are all... I'm talking too much and I don't have my drink. I took my coffee in the other room. Can you see that? I probably bought these from Carolyn at the market. Wow, that's really a big button, but I really kind of like it there. Okay, who's going to talk me out of it? I may have to go get a drink. What do you think? Does it need something else underneath there? Maybe some lace? See, here's this bit that I couldn't throw away. Had some green stuff in there. I mean, like, I don't have enough lace. Lori, why don't you just go grab your coffee? Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm thinking I will, Gail. Thank you. Maybe a different piece of lace. I'll be right back as I continue to dig. Oh, look at that chunk. See, these are all things that should have been in the trash, right? And I just can't throw them out because, see, they're delicious when you put them together. Oh, girls, I don't know. All right, now I gotta get my stiff bones moving here. Hubby went out, so I can't call him to assist. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, give it a little heat up too, which is lovely. All right, let's see here. Of course, I haven't taken a sip yet. Oh, excuse me. I may have to go. Or you can use that purple fiber right there to sew on the button. It's hairy. I don't know if I can get it in a needle. You mean that? Oh dear. What do I have that has a big eye? I may have to mute. I'm making it worse by talking. um, I'm looking for a. I wonder if I have one in here. Lori could hold your left arm straight up in the. Lori, hold your. Oh, my left arm. It's now I'm made my. I made it worse. And yeah, my nose is runny. I'm not too good at using those curvy. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Oh, that's got a big eye. Now I need to find. Hold, please. I've got my little pinches. Grabbing my. I need to blow my nose now, girls. Oh, excuse me. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, it's terrible. So, you think I should try to get. Now, see, I have this thicker, woolly. Are you leaving, Flo? She's got to scoot. Have a great day, Andrea. See, I've got this kind of might look cool. Let's see. I can always take it out. Maybe I'll do it like the, so then I want to go the other way. I want to go down from the top. Let's leave that longer. And up from the great, see, that's a church song. I'm singing up from the gravy rose. Okay. And then if I snip it, I can tie it. I'm going to tie it twice. Yeah, that one looks pretty cute. And I didn't use any, I should have probably glued some of that down, but I don't know if I need to with the way I stitched it. I think they could be loose. Yeah, these are probably loose. Fabric fodder, huh? Come on. Let's have another little sip. Let's add a little fabric. Whoops. Whoopsie. 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 Just a little bit. Do do. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of fiber tech, and you're good. Oh gosh, now I have the watery eyes. I got the whole thing going like a full-on allergy kind of a. Okay, there's another one. Oh, Gail, that sounds yummy. See, and then you could do like I had some friends that years ago. Do you have a tiny purple bead? Oh, probably. You want me to put a purple bead on there? You want me to stick purple on there somewhere, huh? Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know about little. I mean, I have beads other places, but these are where I know they are. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's not so little. A bead charm. Yeah, I have a bead charm, that's for sure. I do. That's not really little. Or you want me to put it on top of the button? Jasper, where are you thinking? Where are you thinking? Oh, goodness. Lori. Yeah, that's really tiny. I'm looking for something smaller than that. On top of button, maybe. Okay. Oh, yeah, yo-yos are, do I have my yo-yos here? Where are my Angie yo-yos? I have them in a special container. Probably not right here. It's a little circle and you. Oh, that's a great song, sister. And he walks with me and he talks with me. And he tells me I am his own. Ooh, I love that one. And the joy we share. Thank you, sister. I'll be singing that all day. That's wonderful. As we tarry there. I think most of these are kind of on the red side. No other has ever known. Where do we have a yo-yo? Yo-yo. I have a tub with, oh, here we go. I have some right here. I've been working on these for years. Of course, I've taken several breaks. Now, let's see if I can do this without having an avalanche. Well, it doesn't looks like I'm going to have an avalanche. All right, front and center. Who's asking about yo-yos? That's a yo-yo. Can you see? It's a crazy print. So it's just a flat circle, and then you put a running stitch, what I will call a gathering stitch or a running stitch around the outside edge, right, Gail? Right, Ange? And then you pull it, and it gathers the center, and it makes that adorable little poof that they call a yo-yo. I guess not everybody calls them a yo-yo. Ooh, what's in the bottom? Let's see what's in the bottom. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses. That's some of my funky threads. I have other. What's that doing in there? That should not be in there. There's a Oh, look at this sparkly stuff. Yeah, I love yo-yos. I don't like making them. Well, I don't like cutting them out. And she's got a trick. I think I know what her trick is. Ooh, I gotta remember there's some Fabuloso threads in there. So you can slow stitch on these little fodder pieces, fabric fodder pieces, right? You could do your fancy little French knots, and you could jazz them up a lot of different ways. And then I was thinking like Halloween. Of course, I already did my Halloween. I started to tell you a couple of gals in the co-op from years ago, and they're sewers. Well, the one girl's a sewer, the other girl not so much, but she did a lot of really neat projects with fabric. And they would give. I asked them if I could have the scraps on their floor. Oh, you do, Gail? See, I'm so anal that I want the circle to be perfect. So I would have to cut them out like on my crank machine, or my electric one. And I just spied a piece of fabric that one of those gals gave me. It's just, I love it, but it's more of it's a Halloween looking piece. This is what Bethy was saying. Get a plastic tub and you put your scraps in a plastic tub that you can see into, and then you can see what you want to go after. And then instead of dumping the whole thing out, you can dive bomb in there and grab what you want. See, I had it in a container that I couldn't see into, and I was constantly dumping out the whole thing. Which, if you have a little box, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, here it is. But if you have two big, gigantic containers like me, your favorite is Amazing Grace. I had a dear woman in my life when I was single, and her favorite was Victory in Jesus. And every time I sing it, I cry. I cry thinking about it because she was a love. I'm telling you, for me, when you're down in the dumps, there's nothing like singing a couple of old hymns, right? Let's see, what's Gail popping in there for? Oh, yo-yos. Thanks, Gail. Ann Make says, I use a canning jar. Lid is my template. Oh, that's a great idea. Old clothes make a bunch, yeah. See, listen to this great Halloween fabric. See, that would make a great, I don't have need for Halloween fabric now. Although I could use one of these to tie my book. Ooh, girls. See what happens? What's Ange saying? 6,000? Amazing grace. How great. I gotta think. I haven't sung that for a while. The sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch. Oh, look how nice this looks. Like me. Went too high. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. I think I'll iron this. That might be okay, huh? If I iron that out. Ooh, that's good. That's a good find. All right, so now we're back with the purple bead. Oh boy. I just am all over the place today. Purple bead right in the center. Oh, I wonder if I could. Hmm. Maybe I could do it over. Hold on. Where's my... There it is. Let's have a do-over. When we've been there 10,000 years. Bright shining as the sun, right? Something like that. We've no less what? We've no less days to sing God. Yeah. Than when we first begun. Yes. All right, I'm taking that thread out. Let's have a redo. All right, so I'm loving that button, though. I gotta tell you, I'm loving the button. Let's move it up a little bit. Got the purple bead as requested. All right, I'm going to put, see if I can do this. Okay, so maybe I want it to go this way. Got to make sure you know which way your holes are going. Yeah, I used to be in the choir too. There's a young man, well, he's not that young anymore, younger than me, was our choir director. And it really was like a Bible study. And we had prayer partners. It was so wonderful. And then I got to have this lady as my prayer partner. She was wonderful too. She went to heaven real early. And then he left the church and other people came along. And it just wasn't the same. And I got spoiled. So I haven't been in a choir in a long time. My husband was in a choir that sang behind Sandy Patty. Oh my gosh, that was so many years ago. And it was just, I think, anybody who wanted to volunteer. And down in Philadelphia, I think it was. Oh, I forget. It was like 100-voice choir. If anybody's familiar with Sandy Patty, she's got a range. Whew. Anywho, that was kind of cool. But I could pick his voice out. He's got a very strong, distinct voice. Okay, so I'm just going in this bead one way, and then I'm going in it the other way. Not sure this is gonna work. If I can tighten that. See, I didn't think about tightening it down. Oh, that's cool. You can only play the spoons? I can't play the spoons. I can do a little bit on the piano, but it just wasn't a passion for me. All right, I'm tying this up. This might look like Easter bunny ears. I don't know. See, I'm not sure how to put that bead on. Maybe if I tie it underneath. Scoot that down the other way and flip it. Yeah, sometimes I get some people, their voices just really get to you, right? And sometimes it's the words. I got myself all worked up over my friend's favorite song. It's a wonderful song. Anywho, my gosh, I'm all yellow. My hands are all yellow. See if I can get that thread back in. Oh, we used to have that sing-alongs. Yeah, that was always fun, right? On Wednesday night. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's what you had in mind, Jasper, but that's what we ended up with. So that's okay. So that's another one. Geez, I lost track. Look how fun this fabric is. I pulled that out of the box that had my yo-yos. This is a piece of that batik. I love this stuff. Let's have a tear at this. All right, so let's see. That's a little wrinkly. That's kind of large, but look at this cool stuff. Maybe we'll stick a piece of that on top. Fodder it up. Okay, here. This is so soft. That's probably why. Oh, this is the right side. This is probably why I didn't throw this out. Now, on something like this that's real lacy, and I want to put some glue on it, you can't really, um, how do you glue it down? I just go into the center of the flowers and put a little dollop. Same with paper, if it were paper. Ooh, when that Fabri-Tac gets down low, I have a hard time squeezing that out. You could really use that just like that, right? And add a button. Let's see what we have here. I'm kind of liking this alphabet, this piece of alphabet. Let's see. Let's tear a piece of this. And you may not like the raggedy edges. I do, so I like to tear my stuff. I'll trim this down a little bit. Like sometimes at thrift shops and all, you go and they might have, especially the bin ones. Aunt Beck's always talking about the bin ones. I'm so anxious to go to another bin one. Um, and you dig through, they might have like old shirts or, even for the buttons on some of that stuff. You can buy, if you buy a garment for like $1 or something like that, you take it home and cut it up. When I first started down this road of journaling and my YouTube channel, I didn't have any fabric. Oh, I got plenty now. Okay, so I think I might put that across that way. Anybody got any other ideas of what I might put on here? I probably have something else in here that might be a little interesting. Little interesting. You could always sew on stuff like that. Look like a little. Oh, look. Oh, look. It's this little, so we used one of these, but see, these have like little paisley pieces. Let's snip one of those out. Mm. Okay, let's snip that out, see if we can get this on. And of course, the other thing I like to add often is those bulb pins. If I put that on that darker surface, that kind of looks okay. Oh, here's Angie's yo-yos. So she does the little teeny tinies. Okay, Gail, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You take care, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day. Look, here's Angie's. See, I have them in a special little box. They're my Angie yo-yos. Look at those little teeny tiny ones. Oh, I don't know. Good question, Shaz. Good question. I'm going to send my husband a quick message. Oh, yeah, that's right. He doesn't read that one. He's very, very odd, that husband of mine. He's probably already on his way home. I'm telling him to bring something home for lunch. What do I do if I get it in time? Oh, Brenda. Hugs, Brenda. And kisses. Don't go. Don't go. I might have to have a tinkle soon. Okay, so what else can I put on this one, girls? A green button? Do I have green? Do I hear green? Green's my favorite color. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. Oh, look, it's a button inside of a button. That's what I saw. The gold and then, oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's disappointing. I like that green though. That green just might be the ticket. Anybody ever remember seeing the movie, I'm gonna have red beans for dinner? Red beans for dinner. Maybe if I put the button down there. Can you see? How about that? I'm liking that. I'm liking that. But what color do I want to stitch it on with? Okay, let's glue this stuff down. Okay, do you ever think in your head, okay, you've got all these buttons, and do you ever think to yourself, one of them may be worth $1 million, and I'm going to break it apart or use it in a craft project, and it will be worthless? I thought of that. It's a crazy notion. I know. It's a crazy notion. I don't have anything that's worth $1 million. Okay. Let's put that down there. Maybe some of this sparkly, huh? I could put it on with that. And I do have some greens here. Let's see what this sparkly stuff looks like. I refuse to have 3-inch plate bolted to my, oh geez. Yeah, medical stuff. I want to get into I'm thinking about going, Ange. I'm thinking about going because it's 12:30. All right, let's see here. I know Kathy doesn't come on anymore on Thursdays in the afternoon. But see, I think Tanya does. Ooh, this is thicker. Ooh, this might be nice. Let's see. Let me get that wide-eyed, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed needle. All right, here we go. Let's see. I've got Christmas presents arriving today. I'm a little excited about that. Oh, I just love getting packages, even if they're not for me per se, like for me personally. Although I think I did order myself something. Don't tell Ron. Okay, Anne. Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. I'm so glad you found some inspiration. That's always lovely. Look, I'm going to put my knot on the top. You have a good day, Anne. And then I'm going to come back up there. And I think I'm going to stitch this on quite heavily so I can really see the colors. Maybe I should get out a journal and we could have a look at how some of these would look on a journal page. Hmm? Hmm? Does that sound like an idea? Oh my goodness, I've got my ring on upside down. Struggle, struggle, struggle. Okay, let's have a little stitch in the back. We had a pretty nice day here yesterday. It was a little cool, but it's been rainy and overcast for several days. And then yesterday was beautiful. Today it's a little on the dreary side again. I like them. I like that a lot. Okay, let's see. What do I have sitting right? Well, this is one that I am getting ready to put in my shop, and I wasn't going to do anything to the cover because the cover was in really good shape. Let's just have a look-see and see how. Let me move my coffee here. Oh boy, it cools off so fast. These are for you. See, and the cover's in really good shape, right? Lori, if you go, that means I will have to take a nap, and I don't have time for a nap today. Well, sometimes you have to take a nap, whether you have time or not. But see, now I'm thinking that might even look cute, just like that. But see, then it covers up the words. I don't know. Anybody got a... But see, you could put these on a cover, is what I'm saying, right? Especially the ones that might be a little thicker. Now here, I've got bugs and things. So we've got the bug one. These are going to look great on journal pages. Look, so I've got plain stuff here. You can add. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of room, guys, because I just don't put stuff away. I like having it where I can see it, so I am using it. Let's just give that a shove. So that jazzes up a page. Okay, let's see what else we got here. This one was longer. Not real long. Let's see if we've got a page in here. Well, could work on that page. Right? Could go across the top. Would be fine. Let's see what else we got. Could put it on a pocket. Now here I put just some paper from a book. I could add this and leave most of that, but I could add this to it. And that would look good. Okay, don't you think? Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, the little bird. Little bird's nest. Do, 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 do. We've got the January. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is a Edith Holden page that I put in this journal. I could add that to that page. It's not too thick. Now let's see, where can I add? Where could I add? Oh, here we go. Maybe something darker. That looks okay, right? Let's see, where's that yellowy page? Here, let's see. We did that kind of bold yellow. Let's see. So, I mean, really, at whatever coloring you could, if you're working in a specific journal, you could add, you know, stuff that color-wise goes with what's in your book. But sometimes you can add something and it gives you a pop of color and it still looks okay on the page. And it doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily in that color family. Let's see, this is the first one we started out with. Boy, that one's really little compared to what. Let's see where we could stick this one in this. See, I could add it here. I could go on top of that. So this is just a random journal. Is that the only ones that oh, here we have one. Oh, we have this one. Just a random journal that I picked up. And almost every one that I made would fit somewhere in this journal. Right? So if you make a bunch of these up, they're very versatile. All right. I think that's the only ones we made today, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so let's see. What do I have? What do I have? Something black would be nice. This is just a piece of black scrap. Let's have a look. So we did this one. Well, this is what we call a recap. We'll just do a little recap. So we've got that one. This one. Some of them are very simple, of course. This little guy. I do like this one. This one. Okay, Ange, I think that's a good idea. Just set a timer. Just make sure it's a nap, you know. And then we've got the bird's nest. Now that has a wide range of different colors, you know, but they all work together, right? Then we've got this sky, very simple. And that's where we use this spray, little piece of lace and some, what do they call that? That netting stuff, tulle that has some sparkles and some, I guess, confetti. I don't know, like glittery confetti. And then we have the bee's knees with the purple bead. And then this one. Is this the last one? I think that's the last one we did. I think that's all we did today, right? That's quite a few. That's quite a few. No, it's different than a chiffon. It's more like it's more open. The chiffon is, I think, a little more dense. This is really like tulle, like netting, like net. My dirty finger underneath. All right, kids, that's it for me. I'm going to go get some lunch. And the one with the purple bead is mine. All right, Jasper, I'll put that in with your napkins. All right. Okay, girls. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you taking your time to spend a couple hours with me as I fiddled around with my fodder, my fabric fodder. So enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you stay and catch some things on YouTube that are coming up. I would love to see what you create. You could always, I think you could probably post them. I don't know if you can do them on my community tab, but IG or something like that. You know, that would be fun to see what you might come up with yourself. All right, thanks so much, Shaz. I'll be in touch with you too. Got to talk about some shipping. And I think that's it for me. That's a wrap. So I'll see you next time. Probably, if not before, I'll see you Sunday morning. So enjoy the next few days. Take care of yourselves. And don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye.